We're out here in the Forest Hills area on the north side of Augusta, and there is a 5-year-old boy that is lost in this wooded area right here. Search crews are in that area. Now, what has happened is the little boy was out here with his family picnicking in this open field here. This was early. With temperatures rising outside, so is the danger of leaving kids and animals in hot cars. So what do you do if you see a kid in a car with the windows rolled up? It's been 9 decades since the Packer Proving Grounds first opened their doors, and tonight they're celebrating this historical anniversary. It may be dirt and gravel now, but very soon this entire area is going to be transformed to a splash pad here at the Gene Shepherd Park. Friends and neighbors are meeting in this wooded area here later today to help police search for clues as to what has happened to this mother of 3. If you have the Shelby Township Solid Waste and Recycling wants you to turn your garbage into something gorgeous. This very unique security system is not complete without installing cameras in and around your property. And that when you ask kids what they most look forward to this summer, most would probably say going to the swimming pool. But this fun-filled activity can prove to be dangerous if the proper safety precautions are not taken. Food truck rallies have been successful in other cities, and tonight Shelby Township is joining that list. Just take a look at how successful the food truck rally is, the very first one in Shelby Township. It's a hit, right?
Yes!
So we're here at the annual Senior Olympics, and this seems to be a favorite, the potty toss. I'm going to try my luck. Woo! To have your name added to the no-knock list, contact the Shelby Township Clerk's Office by phone or on their website. They will then provide you with this sticker to place. And it was a beautiful day to be at the park today. Let's see if this nice weather will continue. Here's Chief Meteorologist. This is the 3rd annual 5K walk run for the Colors of Hope, and not even rain could keep away the hundreds of supporters. Starting out with a light workout, then off to the races. Supporters of all ages and even man's best friend braved the rain at Stony Creek Metro Park for a very worthy cause.
Today we are raising money for the Cancer Center for St. John Hospital and Ascension Health for our cancer patients that need money in their time of treatment. We help with prescriptions, we help with medications, we help with exams, anything that a patient is needing, we want to help, because when they're going through a cancer treatment, the whole family is devastated.
Nobody plans to have cancer. Nobody plans to be out of work, plans to have to pay their high copays, their travel expenses. And so I'm able to come in with the money that Colors of Hope donates, along with our other social workers and our financial counselors. We're able to provide financial assistance to our patients.
Pam, a 14-year breast cancer survivor, started Colors of Hope 3 years ago because she saw the financial strain treatments were putting on people, like Jennifer Winikowski, who has benefited from the organization.
Finding out that I had cancer and time off with chemo, having no money to be able to do things, say, like Christmas for my sons. They already knew that some of the Christmases were skinny, but being able to provide them with a safe house, with food, with presents that mattered, is so incredibly helpful.
And being hopeful during a difficult time, as well having their own personal stories, is why Pam and Vice President Maria, who lost her mom to cancer, are so dedicated to Colors of Hope. For Shelby This Week, I'm April Morton. With temperatures rising outside, so is the danger of leaving kids and animals in hot cars. So what do you do if you see a kid in a car with the windows rolled up? I went and spoke with the police chief for answers.
Well, there's 2 different courses of action. You know, if you walk upon a situation where you see handprints all over the car and, you know, it's 90 degrees out and the kids are in the car or whatever, blah, blah, break the window and get them out of the car, okay? And then we'll deal with the aftermath of that. I can tell you that right now. And obviously, if it's not a situation that drastic, call 911 immediately, but keep eyes on those kids in case, you know, anybody falls out before we get there. Our response time is fantastic. We're going to be there within a few minutes anyways, but the bottom line is please don't just leave the kids out there. Stay there and be able to direct us right in, and, you know, when we get there, say here, there, and here, and most likely our officers are going to come in and break the window and get the kids out themselves.
When getting kids out of a hot vehicle, timing is of the essence. If outside temperatures are around 85 degrees, interior temps can rise at least 19 degrees in as little as 10 minutes. A child can overheat much faster than an adult, and on average, 37 children die each year as a result of overheating in a vehicle. The chief says we all need to be more aware of dangerous situations.
But absolutely, people should be alert at all times. In this day and age of terrorism and all the crazy things going on, you should be alert of your surroundings at all times. You know what I mean? And who are in cars when you get, when you pull up and you're leaving and everything. So I'm always watching.
And the heat is one thing, but your child can get kidnapped. What if someone stole your car and your child was in there? I mean, it's ridiculous. There's no reason for it. And I'm one of those people that will call the police if I, see a child in the car. And the same thing for animals too. It's not right at all. Even for 5 minutes, it's not worth it.
Here's a few critical tips for parents and caregivers from the National Safety Council. Never leave a child alone in a vehicle, not even for a second. Educate caregivers about vehicle heating dynamics. Leave a reminder in your vehicle to check the back seat before locking the car. And if your child is missing, immediately check your vehicle.
Our most precious resources are our children, and if we can't take care of our children at the basic level, we're failing as a society. I mean, you can't pick the newspaper out without reading somebody, being on trial for their kids dying in the car. It's inexcusable.
The chief says leaving a kid in a hot car is not worth the risk, and you can be charged to the fullest extent of the law. For Shelby This Week, I'm April Morton. It's been 9 decades since the Packer Proving Grounds first opened their doors, and tonight they're celebrating this historical anniversary.
June 14, 1928, the Packer Proving Grounds opened its doors. The grounds were used as a testing facility to test the cars that a Packer Motor Company built and the building quality of the automobiles. Once the car undergoes track testing, it's then disassembled, inspected, and engineers would receive a quality report before being reassembled and back on the road. All the testing started with a couple of Indy car racers.
Exactly 90 years ago today, Packard asked 2 Indy car racers to bring their cars to the Packard Proving Grounds to test to see how fast the track would be. Well, the fellow who sat on the pole at Indy, who turned in a record speed there of 122 miles an hour, came out here and blistered the track at 148, thus making the Packard Proving Grounds track the world's fastest closed course raceway in the world, and that record stood for 26 years.
While the Packer Proving Grounds held long-term world records for a raceway, when you drove one of these beauties on the road, they held a certain distinguished quality. A sure-tell way to tell a Packer car is to look for the tube shape in the front and also the red hex. Now these classics sit on display at the Proving Grounds as Packard lovers celebrate the last 90 years.
Today is our gala fundraising dinner. We're having a little fun. We had a lot of fun last weekend with our car show. But now to help celebrate for those folks who really appreciate Packards, we're having a birthday party and fundraiser, fashion show for the ladies, vintage fashions, and some cake and ice cream to help celebrate the day.
The Packer Proving Grounds stayed in operation till June 1956. Now the nonprofit Packer Motor Foundation, made up of volunteers, works diligently to preserve and restore the buildings built 90 years ago. For Shelby This Week, I'm April Morton.
So we're here at the annual Senior Olympics, and this seems to be a favorite, the potty toss. I'm going to try my luck. Woo!
A light snack and conversation for these local seniors. Then it's game on at the annual Senior Olympics at Riverbends Park. The event, put on by the Shelby Township Senior Center, included ring and beanbag toss, basketball, and a wet t-shirt. What?
Did a wet t-shirt contest, which sounds much different than it really is, but that involves throwing a wet t-shirt through a ladder ring. So, and we've got some other great things.
Participants really enjoy this event, like 92-year-old Tom. He's attended over 2 decades and gives a little advice on staying active.
At least come and socialize, because socializing is one of the best things you can do to keep active and keep your mind sharp, or come and play cards too.
According to Amy, Tom is the most active senior at the center.
Tom is in his 90s, participates in all of our exercise programs, gives some of our much younger seniors quite a run for their money, and is just a great example of someone living a good life.
Living a good and healthy life means a lot to our local seniors. And it looks like I'm not the only potty toss pro.
Oh, wow.
For Shelby This Week, I'm April Morton.